Hey guys, it's CLOUDAVEN. We're going to be playing some 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Sit back and relax and let's get it going.
Alright, so I decided to finally do it, and I'm so sad I didn't do it earlier, because I knew, well, knew that it was possible for, what, shouldn't be, I don't say too much, but a little while now. Andy did this, like, of course with Andy, insane, but, like, I want to say over a month ago, and I saw it and I was like, huh, this sounds crazy, and then I was like, one day I'll do it, and I did it first try, because it's truly insane how strong this combo is. Like, a lot of people come to my, when I haven't streamed for a few days now, but when I'm bird farming, I'm always using this combo. People keep asking me, what is the best team for the bird? And I'm like, bro, you're looking at it. No matter who I'm using as my fourth, it doesn't matter. It will be the best team for the bird regardless, because Matrona, Megalda, and Melly are here. Truly insane. And honestly, the biggest difficulty for this particularly here is the fact that you only have 3 turns. If you're using 3 characters, you only have 3 turns. But yeah, let me get into, like, oh, what gear are you using? Because I get a lot of questions like that. I always, for every single, like, video that I do this, use Megalda for attack defense with regular rolls. Attack defense HP. Melee attack crit. Very different. Soon find out. That was exactly the passive I got. So alright, it's finally time for the stage 3 completion gameplay. Something probably Festival King is so good that I beat stage 3 with this team. No Brynhilde, no Margaret, the one Gringalfer, Matrona. Now, we're gonna watch this gameplay. I have gameplay here, of course, of all 3 stages going. Oh, I have no volume on my end. Okay. All 3 stages, of course. This was very easy, actually. Very easy. I think that Brynhilde is much better than the one, so if you have the option, I'll pick Brynhilde, but the one did quite well because of his ultimate. Hitting twice, right? Hitting twice with his ultimate was very good. But this team, honestly, almost no struggle. King is so good. I think that, like, at this point right here in time, if you play global, of course, if you skip King, you are playing the game incorrectly, because he is good in everything. He is good on the hardest PvE activity in the game, and he's amazing for PvP. So it's like, why would you skip him? But the strategy is very simple. For stage 1, I want to hold on to these as much as possible. The AoE that has the power strike. I believe right now I actually use them. No, this is another gameplay I was thinking about. I didn't beat it in my first attempt, only because I had the very bad rule for me, which was that every time you attack him on stage 3, he gets a defense buff, and that made it very bad. So I had to reset to try to get something else. I saw that Dora-chan used a very similar team, but he didn't use Matrona. Dora-chan's a Japanese YouTuber. He used actually Green Liz, which I think might be better than Matrona. If you don't have Matrona and you are gonna summon for King, first off, your King doesn't need dupes. What really matters is his cards and the shield that he gives to himself. I think Ascanor needs dupes. You want to have Ascanor with dupes. So if you do summon on King's banner, you have no dupes on Ascanor, hey, hope you get dupes for him, or for both, right? If you don't have Matrona, you can switch out Matrona for Green Liz. You don't need Taunt. I found out doing this run. I needed it on the last phase only because I thought my cards were going to do a little more damage than I did, and I ended up having to use Matrona sacrifice. But Green Liz would have been the sacrifice either way, because she would have been the one being targeted, so it doesn't even matter. Green Liz is probably really good because you can actually spam ults. So you can go either way. You can use the Matrona thing that I just used, or Green Liz. So you can see the power strike bypasses the defense from this phase 4 here. I did some misplays in this gameplay, so if you're really paying attention to the gameplay, I'm sorry you're gonna see some misplays because I wasn't paying attention. I was just I was doing this while I had the internet guy, because I mentioned yesterday, my dog ate some internet cables. Bro, my Windows player keeps doing that, where you replace the last like 5 seconds. My dog ate some internet cables, and the dog ate the what's it called, the cable that goes in the wall and then goes outside the wall to go to the router, the fiber cable. And I had to call them to come install a new one. And while the guy was installing right next to me, I was playing Cross with my 4G on my computer. So I wasn't really paying attention while I was watching a YouTube video. So I did some misplays, and I still did it with no issues. Stage 3, I was paying a little more attention. But stage 2, it might be on this gameplay or maybe the other. I was in phase 3 on stage 2, and I completely forgot I was in phase 3. I thought I was in phase 4. So I kept attacking him twice every time, and he kept full healing. I was like, why is he full healing? What's happening here? So there was that. But in terms of how to beat in those stage 3 of this team, we haven't got there yet. I'm just rambling here. Stage 3 was not very hard because Asconar's ultimate was like what I used most for DPS. King's cards can be used for DPS as well. They're not bad for DPS. But you're not amazing either. You want to spam as much Ascanar ultimate as you can. His ultimate is just fantastic because he hits twice. It's just fantastic. Like, boom, he hits damage cap twice. Being able to hit damage cap twice with one card is amazing. You're not gonna hit damage cap twice in like stage 3, but close enough. Close enough. So I believe here I was like, what should I do? I fought for a second, right? I thought for a second that I was in phase 3. So I was almost clicking to ult with King. But I think it was this run. I was like, I thought I was in phase 4. Yeah, you should only attack once. I thought I was in phase 4, genuinely. You should only attack once in phase 3, because if you hit damage cap twice, he full heals, which is what happened. And when I looked back at because I was looking at my other monitor, watching a YouTube video. When I looked back at this monitor, I was like, does he have full health? I think I even inspect him. I was like, does he have full health? Yeah, I was like, what? What? And I still didn't realize that I was in phase 3. Because oh my god, I still didn't realize I was in phase 3. I genuinely thought I was in phase 4. And I was like, he healed again, and then it clicked to me. I was like, you dumbass, you absolute, oh my god. And then I played correctly there. Only attacked once, and then you kill on the next turn. That's how you beat phase 3 on the stage 3. Oh, remember going to be asking, how, about the Green Liz, right? How would you beat phase 2 on the stage 2 if you're using Green Liz? Because of course on phase 2, you do want to have a taunt. For that, all you have to do is make sure you have Asconar's ultimate, because that would be 5 hits. Because the only reason why phase 2 you like sort of like need a taunt is because you can't just kill him straight up, because he has that revive, right? So you need to hit damage caps 4 times or 3 times plus 1, and then he has the revive, so you need to actually hit him 5 times. So in normal circumstances you can't, but with Ascanar, because he hits twice, then yes, you hit 5 times. So that's why you might actually want to, you know, not to use a taunt unit and actually use Green Liz instead. But with Matrona, the thing about Matrona that I really like is that she has the ultimate that deranks cards. I think that ultimate is just amazing. So this run was so good. I got 2 crystals right here, and then on stage 3 I got 6 crystals. It was a 6 crystal drop. By the way, on this run right here, I did from like stage 2 and 3. I believe I did first try. This was my first try without the... Oh, it was the second try. I think it was second try because... yeah, I think it was second try because... I remember my first try I messed up because I got to phase 3 and I realized I saved like no good cards. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna kill him under like 5 turns. It's fine. I'm gonna reset. Because for stage 3, you want to save good cards for phase 3, and if possible, phase 4. But in this case, I just completely forgot, so. So yeah, the one thing about phase 1 of stage 3 is you want to attack with king every single turn. You don't want to forget about king. Every single turn, you should make sure to attack with king, because you want to have that shield for the first attack. His ultimate, by the way, if he was ulting first, his ultimate doesn't even break the shield. If you level 1 with king, the shield will tank the ultimate. That's how strong the shield is against ultimates. So I take the opportunity that I can actually use attacks here, level 2 and 3 attacks here, because I'm not debuffed. And also I get king's ultimate. This phase 1 was strangely tanky. I think he had a rule that he had extra defense. I didn't even notice. It took a little while. But phase 1, so long as you keep giving yourself the king shield, it's very hard for you to die. You don't even need the healing card set. I think if you're gonna use the green list, like I said, you can use the extra single target damage card, the one that everyone got with Ragnarok. That card set is also pretty good. You could use that card set, and that would actually help Ascador. So you don't need the healing card set, because I think, especially with King here, a lot of times I end up tanking the debuff cards and not getting the heal out of the healing card set. But regardless of that, it is the better card set if you do have the healing card set. I think here I want to get rid of Galfer's ultimate, because Galfer's ultimate is not like bad, but it's the least damaging one and the least useful one. It only takes off ultimate gauge, while Matrona's ultimate takes off ultimate gauge and deranks cards, which is fantastic. So I wanted to keep hers for this turn, because on phase 2 you don't want to get ulted. You don't want to get ulted on phase 2. The phase 2 ultimate hits pretty hard. But phase 2 is arguably the easiest. The biggest thing is, of course, if he goes below, is it 40% or 35%? I forgot. Every time you attack him, you get a debuff. You lose.
apply corrosion on you, and if he applies the corrosion, you just die. So you don't want that to happen. So what I did there is I waste gold to dissolve. So when I rank up here, I get the basic stats buff. Sariel is going to do a single target, and that's going to be the damage cap right there. So damage cap on this phase is 156,642. If you hit that number and you hit that number 4 times, he dies, guaranteed. So that's just something to take into account. But yeah, so I do another one. That's going to be about around, you know, like 50-ish% HP, probably like, you know, 40-ish% left over, right? So right here, I'm like, okay, I can definitely get the kill. As long as I follow up with this Power Strike and the ultimate with Sariel, that's definitely going to get the kill, considering I have the basic stats up. And I was like, yeah, that should be perfectly fine. For you guys that don't have dupes on Sariel, I still think, you know, if you have a good enough RNG and get into this phase with enough Power Strike cards, you will be able to kill. Because I only went in there with what, like, I had 3.
Megalda is actually going to hit pretty hard here. So she's probably going to kill.
I'm doing okay, man. Just trying to beat Bird 4-1. What literally happens is I get to stage 4 like everybody else, and I can't. So I'm trying to make sure I have enough power strike cards for yeah, I'm trying to make sure I have enough power strike cards. But yeah. So how are you doing, Coin? I need to start making holy relics. So how was lunch? I know, man. I know. I heard you discussing it yesterday. With liquid. So yeah. So no worries on that, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm just trying a bunch of different strategies until I get frustrated enough to leave. Because it's I'll probably I gotta do some furniture transfer from one place to another a little bit later. So I'm about to get off. After I sell this one past I'm about to get off. That's always a good thing, man. With the food, that's always a good thing. Discounts are always great, man. Always great. You can't beat a good discount, especially with time being as inflated as they are. I'm just trying to be 4-1. I'm not trying to, Where does it say? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Wait. King has power strike? Wait, what? Oh shit. I didn't realize he had power strike. So okay, so that's 2. Yeah, cause I got her. I'm saving her power strike cards. I totally blanked out on King having power strike. Like I just got him recently, so I didn't pay attention really. Yeah, that's what I'm sure. So I'll save both power strike cards sets. Thanks, man. That'll be helpful. couldn't do damage, no matter what ultimate or anything. So it's really irritating. Like, it's like one of the worst mechanics in the game, man. This whole damage cap BS. Get shield this time. There we go. Alright, that's level 2. If I can get a go to rank up card, I'll have 2 level 3 power strikes. I don't know if it's because of Gold's position, but looks like I'm not gonna make it out of phase 3 again with this team. I made it out of phase 3 easily with Trader Meliodas, right? But since I had to switch over to Gold, and I didn't have enough gems at the time for I think when Madelda came out, someone else came out before her, like a festival came out before her, and I spent like 400 gems trying to pull it. Yeah, I'm not going to get the face for it. Especially since he's gonna concentrate on like, even if I tank this, if she dies, then it's for flop, because he always goes after her because she's green. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna end it there. I'll be on a little later today because I gotta get ready to go switch out this furniture. So you can, yeah, because I usually stream all day long. So thanks for watching, man. Catch you later.